Week 14 was an interesting one. Plenty of hate all around the league. Philly fans showed us a thing or two about that. Having said that, though, we also had plenty of love to go around. We got some insane goals, plenty of bloopers, and just great highlights. So, whether it's the ridiculous saves, and we got plenty of those, milestones being hit, or just great sound bites.
He saved my butt.
We're going to be jukebox heroes tonight, and we're going to keep on rocking.
May the force be with you.
Took a tumble. That was a good one.
Chicken Cutlet to have my number.
There's plenty to cover, so let's get to it. Now, ironically, some of the biggest drama this week came from the YouTube hockey world itself. Old Bettman and his crew don't seem too fond of us, but I did want to start this one by saying thank you to all of you for the support. It has been honestly incredible. I can't thank you all enough. All the comments, new subscribers, I really, really appreciate it all. And while I'm still not sure what's going to come of it, there's only one way to find out, so let's get to it. We had Cutter Gauthier and his return to the city of brotherly love to hate, Gauthier.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of booze, but I'll take it as a compliment for tonight.
Well, boy, was he showered in compliments.
Philly fans are jacked up.
Now, the other side of this story was Jamie Drysdale, and just like the script would have it, he would score Philly's second of the night. And
A goal like that didn't really help.
that building was rocking, Torts was parting the seas, and Konechny, I will fight you. I promise you, I will fucking fight you.
I mean, I don't know the kid. We're just all giving him a hard time.
Now, as for Gauthier, give him some credit. His very next game, he would come out and score an absolute beauty. A wicked shot, short side. Pretty stuff. But moving on, this week we also saw these two gray-haired goats hit some new milestones. Ovi, in his pursuit of the great one, got one goal closer in Nashville with an empty netter, putting him just 22 away now. And further, this was his 20th of the season, marking the 20th consecutive time in his career he's done it. Insane consistency. Now, as for Sid, the not so much of a kid anymore, he broke the all-time face-off wins record with this one, marking his 15,183rd career face-off win to pass Patrice Bergeron. But then the very next game, he would pick up an assist on this one from O'Connor to get him to 9th all-time in points in the NHL. We're witnessing history, folks. Enjoy it. Now, as for a baby goat, we also saw Connor McDavid get his number retired by the OHL's Erie Otters, which was pretty neat to see. But with that, let's start the highlights with the goalies this time, as this is real footage of Jacob Markstrom, who against Seattle had his first big save come against Bjorkstrand, absolutely robbing a surefire goal at the end of the first. But then he had a save of the year candidate against Tolvanen in the second, and yet his best save came in the third as he somehow tracks this and batted it out of the air to keep it out. Insane. And when he did get scored on, he wasn't happy about it, as this Markstrom is just fun to watch right now. And in the very next game, I mean, dude was just a highlight reel this week as he committed grand larceny on point.
You know, Marky stood tall for us, and he saved my butt.
But sometimes it's the post that saves you, as Fleury made sure to thank his pal. Over in Utah, it was Ingram. Oh no, Ingram had his controller disconnected. I'll tell you who didn't though. Anton Forsberg in Detroit made an unbelievable stop against Casper. Just wow. Headed to Calgary, it was Dustin Wolf, who's been great, making another spectacular stop against Deneau. And another rookie with a beauty was Askarov over in San Jose, able to get across nicely to kick one out. But getting back to Fleury for a sec, this week he returned to Vegas for his last time. And he was great to the fans, of course, but check this out. Draws glasses on himself. I mean, I love it. And lastly, the NHL's first star of the week, Connor Hellebuyck. What can you say? Dude is a stud. Became the third fastest goaltender in NHL history to reach 300 wins, got to 500 games played, and recorded his 6th shutout this week, meaning he has as many shutouts as he has losses. I mean, the Vezina is his to lose right now. But speaking of shutouts, Skinner, despite 1, not giving up any goals, 2, making all 26 saves in this game, and 3, finishing the game, was not credited with a shutout against Boston. See, over in the first, Zadorov going hard towards the net would crash into Skinner in a pretty violent looking collision, and while he was okay, the spotters would pull him from the game, meaning Pickard would play 5 minutes. And although he faced missed 0 shots. It meant Skinner didn't play the full 60 and therefore kinda got robbed here. But so, with Markstrom chopping down trees, Skinner getting hit violently, let's get into some of the nasties, as the goalies were definitely involved. The game between the Penguins and Senators was just a feisty one. Several scrums breaking out, and guess who got involved? Nedeljkovic trying to trip up Reinhart here, no dice. So he goes around the back, and this time he gets him. Over in Montreal, it was Goalie laying a massive open ice hit on Lekkermacky. We had Garland in Washington get sat down by Wilson, as again, this was a pretty feisty game between the Canucks and Capitals. Then back to Philly. What could possibly make Torts this content? A good scrap, of course, as Dewar and Fairby would go at it. But in the box, hey, thanks, bro. I mean, only in hockey would a guy thank you for a fight.
He's a really good guy, so appreciate him giving me one there.
We also got some friendly fire between Michkov and Laughton, but it's all love out there. Having said that, not so much between Aho and Hagel, as this was something else. But from here, let's hit some quick ones. This was Brad Marchand's mom doing her best impression of Brad.
Good morning. It's a great day to be me. Come on, that's not right. Her game notes.
You nailed it. It's fun to see, so it's great to see that I'm having fun.
Then we had Wes McCauley on cleanup duty over in Montreal. I don't know, I just thought this was kind of good. We got a hot mic in Toronto. And then, oh dang, breaking news. Let's see what's Zibanejad offered for Miller. Wait, are you serious? Okay, breaking news. I've got an offer. How about McDavid for Trocheck? Does that sound good?
That's a good one.
Okay. During practice in Ottawa, we saw Shane Pinto take a good fall. Those dang skate guards, they'll get you.
And I thought it was a puck under my foot, so I thought I just whipped it, and then I took a tumble. That was a good one.
But if it's not a skate guard, it's the blade holder. I mean, these things are like kryptonite. Well, unless you're Matty Beniers, his kryptonite apparently is chicken cutlets.
Every single time I cook chicken cutlets, I put off the fire alarm. So loud. Chicken cutlets have my number.
And then what do we got here? Oh, just a new face of the NHL. All right, moving on. We got some good sound bites.
All right, we started rocking last game, and we're going to be jukebox heroes tonight, and we're going to keep on rocking.
Gene, may the force be with you.
Here's the thing I know about you, Yoda man.
What were some of the good things that you did in the last game?
But with that, let's round things out with the goals of the week. Starting with this late period game winner in Tampa. A great pass from Cooch, but an even nicer finish by Point. I mean, there's not many guys that score this goal. Also against the Canes, this time Matthews with a diving play, able to score from his stomach to knot it up. And speaking of scoring while down, in the PWHL, Montreal's Marie-Philippe Poulin scored a superwoman goal in what was a beauty. Back to the NHL though, after Trocheck would get a puck to the gut, he would stick with it and score before immediately heading off of the ice in Vegas. And yeah, we had some odd ones this week for sure. Minnesota's Chisholm would fan on the pass to absolutely gift one for Colton. Oh, that's tough. But not as bad as doing it in overtime, as brand new Duck Trouba trying to bank one off the boards would alley-oop it right to Huberdeau for the game winner. But even better, this fan giving it to him was met by Uyghur waving him good night. And I thought this one was pretty great too. The Red Wings, of course, do that boo versus cheer thing. And so, with the nuns in the house, after showtime, Patty Kane would call it a night in overtime. Check out this celly. I mean, that is aura right there. But there's no better way to celebrate a goal than a good smooch. And so, to finish things off, let's head over to the SHL, where Örebro's Henrik Björklund would score on himself. Hits it not once, not twice, but 3 times before it's in the back of his own net. And that goalie was not happy. Lastly, in the NIHL, nice move as Lee Bonner would score to make it 7-4, but check out his goal graphic. I mean, what the hell is this? Anyway, I think that's going to about do it for this week. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. Hopefully things are okay moving forward, but I guess we'll see how this one goes. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.